I think a game that needs to be more talked about is a game called Human Fall Flat. It was from, I wouldn't say the early, oh my god, sheep. Anyways, it's from the early ages of, what, back in the olden days of 2010 or whatever. Uh, Not early days, but, early enough. I just, it's a, it was really popular back in the day. God, I'm old. I really do like it though. It's kind of 3D physics based. And I think one of the most impressive things about it is just how impressive the score is. For some reason, the soundtrack is really dramatic, and I don't know. I think I just need to try to hug the composer, or like just ask if they're okay, because like, dear God, it's really impressive. But for some reason, it's the most moving, dramatic placeholder of a symphony. I don't know how they do it. I don't know what's doing it. It's really fascinating how that's one of the things that stands out. Because throughout the game, you obviously try to fall, as the name suggests, or I suppose it doesn't really matter if something is suggested or not, because at the end of the day, isn't it usually just, I guess, what the game's about? Titles are often misleading, and so because of that, it's just easy to imagine whatever happens and whenever. I mean, sometimes you always don't do what a word suggests, and that's just kind of something I'm thinking about. I've been thinking about lately. Misdirections, false hope, not hopes, misdirections, false ideals, things working out in the end, but, ultimately through different means than what was originally thought. I mean, you can't ignore when one thing happens when it's supposed to happen differently, I suppose. What was I talking about? Human Fall Flat. So, you go throughout the game, you fall through different levels. No, that's about it, yeah. Pretty much you're just going throughout different levels and... Sorry, I'm recording. This is different times as I'm rambling. Anyways, what was it? I don't know. I can't really remember what I'm talking about. I'm definitely excited for tomorrow, because I get to do something fun that I won't disclose on camera, but hey, who the hell cares? Probably not you. Wonder how your day has been. My day's been nice. Drank 2 cups of coffee already. And man, I should probably eat something other than coffee. It's weird how there's like no term for eat something related to coffee. Not eat. What was I saying? Right, so you know how you can feed something? Why isn't there a term for things that's like, you'll drink something, or, like, there should be a term for that, right? I'd say it'd be drunk something. You drunk something. I don't know. I'm like a mix of tired and delirious, and so everything I say just doesn't make sense. And I think that's always fun. A lack of sense is what makes sense. Nonsense makes sense, and sensical stuff is boring. Do you know how boring just regular people are? You gotta have some weirdness in there. I don't know. I think this is just a way to combat loneliness. It probably is. Who would just talk to themselves for an hour? I would. Man. The score of Human Fall Flat kind of really makes you think about things. It sounds like someone's going through something. And it's just, I don't know, I wouldn't say concerning, but it's more or less impressive, yet moving in a way that shouldn't be moved. It's so so impressive that it knocks you to your feet, I suppose. I don't know. Why am I doing this? I've tried this before. It definitely didn't work before. I don't really think I care, though. Not caring is weirdly, like, the best way to do things. I don't know. I read a book about not caring since the last time I've done something like this, and kind of changed how I thought about stuff. It's really hard not to care about something, I suppose. Really something that you care about that doesn't really matter. Caring about things that don't matter is kind of what stunts people, you know? I don't know. I guess it's something I care about, but also don't. Yeah, it's weird. Currently, while you're probably watching this, if you are watching this, it's probably just some footage of me playing Minecraft. Because I couldn't really think of anything else to get this out of my system. This feels more like a diary, I guess. Not like talking about my days, but just talking about things I find interesting, I suppose. Something interesting, I believe, is why people care so much about what other people think in games. A big controversy is like Bedrock versus Java, but who cares about that? I mean, like, at the end of the day, like, why does it matter? Oh no, you proved that something that someone likes sucks. Good for you. I like Bedrock, but it's a preference thing. I'm sure there's superior aspects to Java, but I'm still gonna play Bedrock. I can play Java. I have the game for it. I purchased the whole dual pack thing when I first got the laptop, but like, why does that matter? Who would actually change just because you made an argument to? Well, I guess that's a bad way to put it. I don't know. Why would someone care about changing if they just cared about something that you care about hating? Some people like some stuff, and some people like worse stuff. Who cares? It's not like it's going to change an opinion. It's probably just going to associate bad stuff with your opinion. I don't know. Caring is weird. Why do we care about stuff? I don't know. Could be for any reason, really. Why do I care about doing this? Why do I care about getting up in the morning? Sounds like I'm going through an existential dread, but these are kind of just thoughts that I think to myself, and I think it's healthy to get them out at least. Or whatever term defines healthy. I guess I care about slightly rambling about Human Fall Flat's musical score and then nothing else about it and then moving on. I care about, I don't know, breakfast. I guess I don't, because I only drink coffee for breakfast. And I had coffee for lunch as well. I should probably eat something, but I don't really care to right now. Kind of care about just talking. It's thundering outside, you know? There's something serene about rain and thunder. Like, why is thunder nice? It creates nice noises, but it also can be scary too. And it's dangerous. Something dangerous that's also captivating. Kind of sums up a lot of every day-to-day life. I'd imagine that dangerous things are better suited to be avoided, but I guess they can find comfort in them too. I mean, who doesn't like the idea of getting nice and cuddled up next to a fire or listening to someone ramble about random things in their life. Oh my god, I just wasted all that. Anyways, but pretty much, I suppose it doesn't really matter. It matters to me though. I guess that's why I'm talking about it. It's weird how mattering matters to us as people. Why do we care about mattering? Why do you care about mattering? Who cares about mattering? I guess I matter to some people, but I don't matter to others. Isn't that fascinating? How differing opinions can change across differing people. I know I matter to a different way to my parents or my girlfriend, that I matter to a different way than to an employer. An employer cares about me in the sense that, like, that I do work for them. And it matters to them if I show up to work on time. It matters to them about as much as I matter to a lawn plant. It's just something used to keep survived. Not survived, just the order of things. But like someone that's a partner that cares about you is going to feel different than someone who only cares about you for some reason. And yet we let people influence us in different ways because they feel like they can. People who go to the store and care about coupons only care about those so much because they don't really have anything else to care about. If someone's gonna fight some middle-aged woman about, I don't know, the expiration date on a coupon, that's for like a policy or job thing. But I don't know why someone would probably fight about that. They don't really have anything else going on, I suppose. Man. Oh, I've dug myself into a rabbit hole, which is kind of ironic because right now I'm not doing a rabbit hole. This footage should be lined up differently than from when I actually record it. Right now I'm building a house, which I suppose you'll see later in the video if you watch that far. I don't know if anyone is going to watch that far. I don't even know if this is a recording for that. I kind of went to test this up, but like just to make sure the OBS studio would record, but elsewise it's whatever. I could be building a house right now, or it could be pitch black darkness. I didn't really check because I didn't really expect to go anywhere, but I like the scenic location of the video, I suppose. Not video, of the, what would it be called? Who cares? And we're back to the topic of caring. I don't know, it's fascinating to me how people get upset over something that doesn't really involve them. It's weird because everyone has opinions, but are they opinions that matter to everyone? I can have an opinion about something, but that doesn't change it. I feel like we kind of confuse opinions for fact a whole bunch. But the only difference is that opinions, not only can they change, but it only matters if one of them is true. Because when opinion becomes fact, it just stays fact. But when fact becomes opinion, it loses value. It's weird how we assign value to things, isn't it? How do we decide value? How do I decide if I'm worth more than someone else? Because I'm not. I feel like we're all about the same, aren't we? I'd hope so. I want us to all be the same, but sometimes it doesn't work like that. Why does it matter if someone's supposedly better? They're just human. I suppose, why does it matter if... Why does it matter? That's the story of life. Things mattering and not mattering. I suppose that's all you can think about, really. I like when things matter, but I feel like sometimes they don't have to for something to be true. I can care about something all I want, but at the end of the day, does that matter? This felt good, I suppose, to get this out of my system. I've held in a lot of thoughts, and I suppose it doesn't really matter if anyone hears this, because I guess I got it out of my system. Is that what's important? I think it is, because, I don't know, it worked out for me. I don't even really think I care if anyone listened this far. But, if you did, good on you. I can't really reward you, but I will say I appreciate you at least caring. Or maybe you listen to this as background noise. Maybe you listen to this as... And maybe you even listen to it as a way to feel better. I don't know. I might listen back to it, but realistically, I'm just gonna combine the footage and go about my day. I'm going on a trip tomorrow to see someone, and I think that'll be nice. I get to drive an hour and a half for someone I care about. Isn't that what matters? I think it's important to assign who to care about and what to care about, because not caring isn't good. If you didn't care at all, then what would you be? We all have to care about something, but I guess it's important to choose what we care about. Because if not, then what would you be? I think I would be an orange, It'd be nice to be an orange.